Okay, I'm in 4208 West State Avenue, Phoenix. We've got the house pretty well cleaned up. I do have a little more touch-up painting to do, but I've got most everything out except for a few things so I can stay here when I come down to do little odds and ends and work. But the house has been remodeled. We did the remodeling 5 years ago, and I'll show some of that here in a moment. This is the master bedroom. Come into the hallway. There's another bedroom across the hall. And left a chair here temporarily, so when I'm here I've got a chair and a folding table I set up to have a little desk so I can work. I put in network wiring, and you'll see a network drop right here. Each of the rooms has network drops in it. The master bedroom has 2 drops. Every place I put a drop in, I put in a dual. And I didn't put the cover on that one yet. I've got to get I needed a couple more of the parts to do it, so I'll get those. But in any event, I prefer wired network versus wireless. Some people say the signals aren't good for you, so the house is completely wired with Cat 5 for plugging into a router or into your a cable modem. We did have Cox cable. I took that out today. This is the bathroom in the hall. We put a new toilet in when we moved in. It's a more modern, more modern style toilet. And we did the shower enclosure when we remodeled the house. We put about $125,000 into the house 5 years ago, over the last 5 years, including a new air conditioning unit and a new roof. The roofer is a friend. He told me that the roof that he put on here, and he knows the business. He said will last 50 years. It's very good shingles, and we'll see that when we do some video from the outside. But this is the living room. There was a ductwork right there above that hallway that came on through the living room right along here and went clear into the kitchen. And that wall was longer, so the rooms were separated. We opened all this up. We put ductwork up in the attic, put in new cabinets. This is the dining room. It needs to have a fixture put in. We never did do that, but you can see the ductwork up there from the above the ceiling type ductwork. It's a flexible duct, and in the living room, kitchen, and dining area. And we also included the ductwork into what was my office. We will include the refrigerator if people want it. The stove, this area was designed for this stove to go in. It's gas and electric. We have a 220 outlet behind it as well. So you have options on stoves, but that's a very nice unit. It was a very expensive stove, and the dishwasher somewhat matches, and it's a good unit. The laundry room we'll get to in a moment. The room back here is where I'm storing all my tools and work items and things for now. It'll be the last thing I clear out of the house. But this was my office, and it's a nice sized office. All of the network drops in the building that go into a closet, and we'll go look at that. All the rooms that have network drops go to the closet in the hall, and also from the closet in the hall, all of them come right down here into the office. So you can patch in almost any set of wiring you'd like. Put in telephone system with that wiring, put in computers with networking, or you can run an intercom system. The wires can be used for many different things. There's 2 drops over there on the wall. There are 2 drops over here on the kitchen, going into the kitchen, and on the other side there's 2 more drops. I had a wireless antenna up here on the wall that was used to transmit a wireless signal for our cell phones and so forth into the house, and plugged into one of those drops. This is the laundry room. We put in a new water heater. Just happened to time it just right that the water heater started to leak, so I replaced it. And this is a new one with a new kind of control on it. And it's all hooked up here. We also have room designed. We had a water softener. This is designed for a water softener. It has a bypass valve straight ahead there, and then an in and an out valve to go in and out of the water softener. When we redid all the plumbing, there was under the slab type plumbing in this house. That's all been done away with. Complete new copper pipe for the plumbing in the house, running from the front of the house up all the way back here so that we could use the water softener on all the water. I will go outside now, and I know this is a little rough taking the video this way. I have ham radio antenna wires that went into the attic, and I've just draped them over there temporarily. I've got to take them out. But we redid the ceiling in here. This was a pretty bad looking ceiling, and we just recently did this job. A friend of mine painted the house. Hate to have my van here in the way in the driveway, but there's the front door. We've done a lot to fix it up. There's some tape left from some of the painting. It has to be taken down. I will be down here every other week to do minor jobs on the house until we find a buyer. I see there's some paper trash over there too, and paper left stuck up on the eaves. But house was painted, and did a nice job on that. Where the water comes into the house is right here in the front. The water meter's out front, and that's where the plumbing inside the wall was changed, and it goes up instead of down into the attic, and put new valves on and so forth. I'm willing to help if someone buys the house and wants some help explaining the network wiring. Be glad to do that. I know this video is a little rough, but you get the idea. We'll go in the backyard. The realtors have a key on it now, but a few things I need to take, like the ladders and so forth. But this is the door into the office in the backyard. It's in the winter, in the spring and fall when the weather's nice. I can open that door, let the air come through. That's the only lock I didn't change in the house was that one, and that is into the laundry room. We probably should have changed that lock, but we needed to drill a hole in the door. Didn't get to it. This used to be a porch on the back of the house, and when we remodeled, it's been inspected. The city inspected everything. We had to buy the permits and bring everything up to code, which we did. New air conditioning unit on the roof, and I can't see what I'm videoing here with the sun, so I'm hoping it's coming out all right. This old shed has been here for many years. It's filled with some material to be thrown out, but we haven't done that yet. Little things to be done. But I will be down every other week to work on the house and try to clean this up. This old shed over here, a friend is taking that out of the yard, so it'll be gone. It's damaged. All right, that kind of sums it up. When I put the new water heater in, that's the pressure relief. If it ever needed to blow off anything, it would come outside here, and I used some foam to cover that. Probably need to touch up paint on it, but that's where we stand.